What's up YouTube? I am your host, Anything Billy. Today we're going to be doing rear electric brakes on this 2020 Ford Edge. And if you do enjoy my content, please hit that like button, that subscribe button down at the bottom of the page. So let's get started. Alright everybody, this is the best thing that I can do with this. I'm a one-man show, so I kind of can't put you in here because you got to have two hands to do this. But the first thing we got to do is we got to put this thing in maintenance mode. Very simple, very easy. Make sure the key's in the car. What you want to do is you want to turn this thing on. Just let everything come up like it's supposed to. Alright, then you want to take and push the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor. You want to push the brake butt all the way down. You want to turn it off, turn it right back on. Hold everything down until it comes up and it says parking brake maintenance mode. So what is right here on the dash, I'm sorry, you're on the tripod, I can't bring it. So once you do that, that means now that you're able to push in the pistons in the back. So just let everything go and cut the car off, and it still says right here, it says parking brake maintenance mode is still on. Now we can go back here and start taking care of the brake. Just don't hit the pedal or anything when you get out. Alright, tools you'll need for this job is you'll need a 7X head, not a star bit. This is a 7X head. You will need a straight screwdriver and possibly a pair of some type of pliers. Depending on what kind of caliper that is, you may need this or this, some kind of piston compression tool. And like always, no job is complete without the hammer, which you probably won't need the hammer on this. So just like before, y'all see me do this before, you got to take these little black, pieces off the top here so you can get to the bolts, these little black plastic caps. So we're going to use a 7mm, or we're going to use a 7. Now it's going to be a tight fit on the bottom, but it should be fine. Take the top loose. Take the bottom loose, take the top loose. This is where your screwdriver is going to come in effect. Take it and that one's out of the way. This one, I don't have it screwed out enough. Well, there it goes. Come on, get through there. Alright. Now we can take this off. Oh, I got to take the spring off first. I forgot to take the spring off. Let's see here. What is the fastest and best way to take this off? I always don't know this. This is I don't know. Just don't want it to fly hit me in the face. Take the top one off. There we go. Now that is off. Now we should be able to get this off pretty easy. I'll go and tell you now, you ain't gonna have much room to work. But these lines are so short. Got it loose. Okay. So now we want to take, remember, this is the back pad. This spring right here goes in the back. And this is wired different. Wired, look how much the front is compared to the back. That's because it's electric. Alright, so first let's see if we just push these back, and then if not, we'll have to use the other one, because some of them will push and some of them won't. And you don't have any room to work on these things. So let's see, let's try this first. So you ain't got no room to do nothing. Like I said, I don't know if it'll push in. Some of them do, some of them don't. We'll find out right here. See if it'll push in. You might have to screw them in. Oh, it just pushes right in. Yeah, so smooth. Sorry for you to see because I ain't got much wire or much line. But yeah, it just pushes in so easy. That's because you got everything disabled. There's no resistance or anything. You just pump that in like that. It's so easy. All right. Next thing you want to do, you can't even hardly move that out of your way. You'll take your brake, goes in front like that. Remember the one with the spring goes in the back like so. And then if we push that in far enough, it should just pop into place, but you got to pull these back so they're out of the way. That right there. You have to go into place just like that right there. Your 7mm off here and start these babies back up. So. Once you get them started, and you can use your ratchet to screw them in. Just be careful not to cross thread them. Get that one in a little bit, then we'll start at the top up here. You always want to get both of them started before you decide to tighten them up. You just want to snug them because they wasn't that tight whenever I took them off. So. Get that snug. Come on. Snug. Alright. Now you want to take your new spring that come with your brakes or your old spring, either one. It goes in these little holes right here. Go ahead and put this one in the back. Go ahead and get it started in there. Then you can take your pair of pliers, start it in a hole, kind of bend it back like so. Get in the hole, bend it back like so. Well, they didn't say this part was going to be easy. Take your hammer and kind of tap it into place. Right there. Right there. Yep. Make sure this will turn without any noise. So yeah, that's easy. That was easy. That was easy. Now, let's move over to the driver's side and see if it's just as easy. One more thing before we back over there, you got to put these plastic caps back over the bolts. Don't forget those. To keep dirt, water, and everything out so it don't rust. Here we are over on the driver's side, just like before. You take the plastic caps off. I already took the top one off to be able to see what size I got to use. And now I'm going to stick this in the hole. It's so easy going down. I love whenever brakes are easy. Like I said in the past, not all brake jobs are going to be easy. Not all brake jobs are going to be hard. So here we go. Make sure you screw them all out. Get your straight screwdriver. Push that way. Yep. And the bottom one's always hard. There we go. Push that out like that. Yep. Take your screwdriver and take the spring off. No problem. I'll put it in the screwdriver so I can pry this off a little bit. Go. Take the back pad off. And then the front pad. Just like the other side, the outside pad is thin, the inside pad is thick. That's just the way these things work. About everyone I've ever done looks like that. Is going to need rotors soon, just not today, maybe next time we get some brakes. So now let's try our best to get this lined up and push this in. This is the hard part of the brake, trying to get this lined up and push it back in. Just remember to go slow so you don't hurt the master cylinder. I'm just glad it ain't one of them ones you got to turn. You seen the last video, last time I had to do one of these, took me forever. Come on, pop off. There we go. All right. And now we're going to get the brakes. Where's the brakes? Okay. Remember, the one with the spring goes in the back. The one without the spring goes in the front. Here is the new spring for the front right here. We'll lay it right here on the left. Now let's slide this back into place. Grab your 7 and start the bolts. Very easy. Okay. Same thing with the bottom. If you hold it, start it. Which is fine, it's because that spring right there, it puts a little tension on it. Get them started, then we'll get our wrench and tighten them up. Do the top now. Alright, just snug it up. Same thing with the bottom. Alright. Take your spring and go ahead and get the bottom set in like so. We'll go ahead and start the front. Can we do it with our fingers? Probably not. So let's grab our pliers here. Kind of work it back like this. A little bit more. There we go. Kind of just push it in. It ain't gonna hurt to take and just tap it in a little bit like this. Yep, easy, easy. Grab your plastic caps, stick them back on the back. Turn it, make sure you don't hear any hardware or anything rubbing, and that's it. The next step is we got to go put the brake cap back on, make sure the brake fluid is fluid. Make sure the brake fluid is full, and then we got to reset this back, take it out of maintenance mode and put it back into where you'll be able to use it. Alright, so to get this thing back out of brake maintenance mode, you pretty much do the same thing, except instead of pushing it down, you want to pull it back. So first thing you do is you turn the car on. Then when you put it on, it still says park and brake maintenance mode. So what you do is you'll push the accelerator pedal all the way down. You will pull this back, turn it off, turn it back on. Hear it? There it is. You hear it? I don't know if you heard it or not, but it was taking itself on, taking itself off, taking itself on, taking itself off, taking itself on. Now the parking brake is applied. So what we want to do is we want to push it down and take it back off. Oh, I got to press the brake. Alright, the parking brake is off. Now we want to go back here and make sure that we can turn the wheel. I'm sorry guys, y'all can't see me, but yep, everything turns just fine. Now what we'll do is we will put the tires back on it. We'll set the parking brake. We'll see if we can turn it. Then we'll take the parking brake back off and see if we can turn it. And if everything goes good, then we're ready good for a test drive. And the last thing you want to do before you take it on a test drive, make sure the reservoir cap's back on there and it's full of brake fluid. Hello everybody and welcome back to this test drive on this 2020 Ford Edge. Now since we've already done the electric parking brake, it's already had time to push out all the pistons. So pretty much the only thing you got to do is push in the brake and start the vehicle. Now the bad part about this, and I've always stressed about, you need to test drive these vehicles no matter what you do. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to test drive this one out on the highway. Now, I can test drive it out here in the parking lot, but I got a thing on my gauge that says fuel level low, 1 mile or 11 miles to empty. The last thing you want to do is be test driving the car and to run out of gas, and something happens, and heaven forbid, you got to replace the fuel pump. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to go right out here in the parking lot. We're just going to do a little maneuvers, and then I guess just let the customer know that we wasn't able to test drive it because I didn't feel safe driving around with only 11 miles to go on the gas, because we have to go down the road. It's probably a 5-mile round trip, and that's just too much. How do I know that this gas gauge is even right? So nope. So what we'll do is we'll just come here, we will back it up and forward a little bit to make sure we feel like everything's good on it. We'll put it in park, we'll set the parking brake, put it in drive. See, these cars nowadays, you can't even set the parking brake and hit the gas because it won't go nowhere. But put it in reverse, let off the brake, it don't move. So that's about all we can do with this thing, is just driving it back and forth in the parking lot. I've double checked to make sure I did torque all 10 lug nut, and considering that this electric parking brake and it squished everything like it's supposed to, so everything should be good. I don't understand the back wiper blade's on. I don't know how to take it off. Anyway guys, so here's the brakes on this thing. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope y'all learned something about it, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Bye now.